It's all uphill from here. We're too close to the writhing wall for a portal. But I brought grapple bows just in case. Not much of a pass, is it? If I'm not mistaken, this cave leads to a path through the mountains. More of a goat track, really. Be ready for some climbing. We'll probably have to do this the hard way. Grapple bows. Never used one? They're fun. Since the writhing wall interferes with portal magic and we're going to get very close, I won't be able to use spells. So I brought the bows to help us climb. I hope we won't have to use them, but here you go. I hope Vanus will take care of that for us. If we reach a spot where the writhing wall is thin enough, he'll find us. All we have to do is keep going up, and deal with any worm cult patrols in our path. Clearly the worm cult is here, and having some trouble with the local wildlife. Cliffs ahead. Copy that post above the red flowers? It would be a good place to use a grapple bow. This looks like a promising spot. Be ready.
Finally! We must speak swiftly. I have little time. Gabrielle, help maintain our connection. Good. I hoped you or Gabrielle had my stuff, but I couldn't tell if you got my previous messages. I haven't quite escaped yet, but we must be swift. The permanence of the wall fluctuates and I can be cut off at any moment. Where are you now? I'm in Solstice as well, on the other side of the writhing wall from you. The worm cult brought me here from Cold Harbor. And they brought Cold Harbor here as well. Wormblood is attempting a new plane meld. In reverse. Like Molag Ball's dark anchors, but in reverse. Instead of dragging our world into Cold Harbor, he's bringing Cold Harbor into Nuremberg. The eastern side of Solstice is already changing. You can't. Not while the wall still stands. I have some help in here, but my ally convinced me it's impossible for now. The writhing wall is an insuperable barrier. Thin spots such as Lizal notwithstanding. I need you to...
Father, I see what Vonis meant by permanence. The thickness of the wall fluctuates. We need to find another weak point. This is proving to be as difficult as I feared. Let's continue up the path. I sense another thin point in the writhing wall farther ahead. More cliffs. Look for grappling points to traverse these ruins. Vonis is right about Cold Harbor. I can see elements of that foul place all around us. Here, The wall is thin here.
I'm here. Quickly, there is more I must tell you. Curse the luck. I sense that the writhing wall fluctuates at random, but I assumed we'd have more time. Thin points appear and disappear without warning. How far has the Wormco's reverse plane melt progressed on your side of the wall? Daedra. That's worrisome, but not unexpected. If you aren't surrounded by lakes of azure plasm or looking up at floating islands of rock, then things haven't gone too far yet. We still have a little time to stop the worm cult. I'm not sure yet, but an army of necromancers in Daedra is massing in Eastern Solstice. Clever of Wormblood, really. If he gathered his forces anywhere in Tamriel, we would have noticed. But a cursed island in the writhing wall blinded us. Unlikely. Wormblood controls a terrible source of power on my side. Something that consumes souls. The worm cult soul reapers feed this thing. In turn, it empowers the writhing wall. Great effort. But to what?
I will not lose Vonis a third time. Let's keep going up. There must be another thin spot in the wall he can exploit.
Choice.
I will not lose Vonis a third time. Let's... Look! Up the steps! Another weak point!
Listen closely. Wormblood seeks a relic called the Gift of Death. My source tells me it's hidden in a place called Voska's Shrine. He must not acquire it. It's part of a Tibahatse court, sacred to Sithis. My ally here tells me it's in the hills southwest of Sunport. The Solstice Argonians used to play a ritual game there. A bloody one. As for why Wormblood wants the Gift of Death, I'm not sure. The Worm Cult brought Manamarco here. Now that explains much. Wormblood must believe this Gift of Death can resurrect his old master. It's up to you then. Stop Wormblood from obtaining the relic. If he... Damn it. Here come my captors.
I hope Vanus is all right. I don't like the way that last conversation ended. For that matter, I don't like what he told us. The worm cult gathering strength behind the writhing wall, and a new plane meld? That's terrible. I don't think so. Vanus mentioned a source of power. Still, we had to invade Cold Harbor to stop the plane meld before. Good people lost. Dead. I've missed Dear Darien ever since. Now Wormblood is bringing it back? And Manamarco too? You're right, of course. We don't know if Wormblood is close to his goal. So you'd better head to the Tibahatse Shrine. Find the Gift of Death before he gets there. Or at least delay him. I'll return to Sunport and warn the Fellowship. Good luck at Voska Shrine. I'll make sure Prince Azaz sends help just in case you run into Wormblood too. It hardly seems fair. So many gave so much to stop the worm cult last time. Like Darien. Now they're back. So what did Darien die for? I know it. Darien loved life. But he loved his friends more. He was glad to lay down his life to save everyone else. Yet we who are left without his warmth are the ones who bear the price. Enough. Darien wouldn't want us to be sad.
Potency, aspect, or essence? Good find. You will make fine potions with that, I am sure. For furnishing, perhaps. Such potential from the veins of Nirni. Good find, Tamid.
Five Claw, over here! Raz poked around several old Argonian ruins before returning to Sunport empty-handed. He never thought to visit an ancient ball court until Gabrielle showed up and sent him here. With great urgency, one might add. Imagine his surprise. If you consider High Necromancer Wormblood to be unusual, then yes. He arrived just before you, and he brought friends. They entered the old ball court just ahead. Raz wondered if they came to play a game, but no one invited him to join in. Indeed. This one must confess he is a little surprised and intrigued. But perhaps we should defer this interesting conversation until we have dealt with the matter at hand. Now remind Raz, what is Wormblood looking for here? If Wormblood is here, Vanus must have a knowledgeable source indeed. This one heard Wormblood tell his minions to seek the Ball Court's ritual altar to the north. Time for Five Claw and the Queen's Eye to save the day, yes? Look at the seating tiers, the carvings. Raz had no idea Tibahatse was so important.
Var.
Aha! Look, Five Claw. Wormblood is here.
Fellowship.
This is our
fools.
chance.
Destroy this interlopers. Kill them already. Even failures can serve me in death. I have a better use for these wretched souls. Enough.
One senses danger. Quick, Five Claw. Hide behind the pillar.
I reclaim my power from these flimsy vessels.
Take cover, Five Claw. Another dead burst. You begin to pour, Worm Kisser.
Quiet! My horde and my followers will tear you limb from limb. You've come so far, Only to fail. Pathetic. Fools. Death cannot stop me.
Ignite within me!
Just give in. Defy.
At last! Take the relic, Five Claw, and let us be on our way. Raz does not like the feel of this place. Dark moons. He's coming back to life. It is foolish to fight a foe who cannot die. Destroy the columns. Bring down the shrine. Raz will pin Wormblood to the floor. Five Claw! Get the gift of death back to Sunport. Raz will be fine.
For something to attack. or something to protect? A potent find, Tamid. Another find for your deep pockets. You do not know what a blessing water is until you have gone long without it.
Gabrielle recounted what you learned from Vonus Galarian. Dire tidings indeed. Was he right about the sacred Tiba Hatse court? Was Wormblood there? Did you find the gift of death? Excellent news, I think. We still don't know exactly why the Worm Cult needs the gift of death to restore Mannimarco, if that is indeed their intention, but at least the Worm Cult doesn't have it. What happened with Wormblood? Immediate resurrection? What kind of power is he able to call upon? Only legendary necromancers or a few fated heroes can do that. If Wormblood can't die, how did you and Razumdar defeat him? You did well to keep the gift of death from Wormblood. Better yet, you found a way to speak with Vonus Galarian. Knowledge is a mighty weapon in this war of secrets. Now we know what awaits us behind the Writhing Wall. I thank you, comrade.
Raz is here.
told me of how you
It
helped
takes
the
more
Cobra
than a
village.
falling building to
Well
send
done.
this one to the sands behind the stars.
While you were searching Vosga Shrine, Gabrielle told me of your communication with Vonus Galarian. Soul Reapers feeding the Writhing Wall? A new plane meld? The situation on Solstice is worse than I thought, but I might have an idea. Thanks to you, we now have something Wormblood wants, the gift of death. As long as we hold it, his plans remain unfulfilled. Returning Mannimarco to life, expanding the Writhing Wall, whatever he needs it for. That gives us a degree of influence. Wormblood needs the gift, and we have it. We can use that to lead him to a spot of our choosing. This provides us one advantage. An advantage I believe we must seize with all due haste. Will you help me turn the gift of death against the Worm Cult? We have the relic Wormblood seeks. What do we do with it?
He has Mannimarco's body. We cannot allow Wormblood to bring him back.
We have something else, too. Raz snatched this key from Wormblood during our struggle.
A key. Let me see that. Aha! Why am I not surprised Raz went through Wormblood's pockets? I recognize the crest on this key. I noticed it on a crypt by a ruined estate. Coralania Manor, if I'm not mistaken. I passed by the place when I first arrived on Solstice. Not at the time. It's a rather impressive mausoleum of ancient High Elf architecture, centuries old. I imagine some of Regent Corinway's ancestors are laid to rest there. I think you'd better look into it. I don't know, but I think we need to find out. Here, take the key and investigate Coralania Crypt. Find out why Wormblood was interested in the place. In the meantime, I'll study the Gift of Death and see what I can learn about it. Coralania Crypt lies south of Sunport. Take someone along to help you. Scordo should do. And be careful, friend. The ancient Coralanias were necromancers too. The Worm Cult might not be the only danger in that tomb. Necromancers are always interested in the dead, friend. But Wormblood's orders to Farinor mentioned that he was looking for the Gift of Death's location. My guess is that he went to Coralania Crypt in search of information. Possibly, but the place could still be dangerous. You might run into spirits disturbed by Worm Cult activity. Some necromancers take care not to anger the dead with their rituals. Not the Worm Cult.
I'll meet you at the crypt, pal. We'll find whatever it is we're supposed to find there.
Good luck with the Coralania Crypt, Five Claw. This one will keep his ear to the ground and see if he can learn anything more about the Worm Cult's next move.
Go investigate the crypt, my friend. I'll stay here and keep watch in case Wormblood comes looking for his prize.
I will guard Gabrielle and the Gift of Death. If Wormblood tries to take it from us, he'll get nothing but my blade. Watch yourself in Coralania Crypt, my friend. I wish you did not have to venture into such a place. My people hold a deep reverence for the dead. Necromancy that desecrates our ancestors is abhorrent. Yet even so, many Red Guards would rather be cut down by what a necromancer summons than raise a hand against the sacred dead. I reserve my hatred for the necromancers who force me to do the unthinkable. The dead enslaved in their own remains? I have only pity for them. And I console myself with the thought that I am not fighting my own ancestors. I will guard Gabrielle and the Gift of Death.
I heard. Gabrielle volunteered me to go poke around in some dusty old tomb. Let's get it over with. If luck turns our way, maybe we'll find some hint about the Worm Cult's next move. Whatever it turns out to be. Can't let you have all the fun. I'm getting tired of waiting around Sunport. It'll feel good to tear into some necromancers and smash a few skeletons. If we keep them busy enough, maybe they'll forget all about the Gift of Death. I think the little prince is a bit too clever for his own good. Oh, I like Azar. He's a good leader, and someday he'll make a good king. But if the Worm Cult needs that creepy old relic for something, why keep it around? The name says it all, pal. Nothing good can come from something they call the Gift of Death. That's necromancer talk if I ever heard it. Let's just get rid of it. We can find another way to beat the Worm Cult. I get it. The people here are in danger, and someone's got to protect them. But the other champions have been out there bashing heads and saving regents. I ain't really holding up the Daggerfall Covenant's end so far. Do I look like the kind of person who cares about shining? Someone else can play hero. I'm just a pain in the arse. But I came to Solstice to fight, and I'm about ready to go find one.
None of my kin have been brought to the Crypt of Regents in decades. I am afraid I can tell you little about what you may find inside. The rulers of House Corellania and their close relatives. My father, Estunirian, lies there, as do all the regents since Vinutilmo. Before him, the crypt was reserved for the kinlords of our house, with the exception of Istamil, the last kinlord. For one thing, there was nothing to bury. Istamil was incinerated in the Dark Fane where he had taken refuge. His reign was short and cruel. He was a tyrant, with ambitions of restoring House Corellania to the power it wielded in ancient times. My ancestors once ruled a mighty realm in Hammerfell, sustained by necromancy and dark Daedric pacts. Kinlord Istamil believed those methods could restore us to glory. Fortunately, Vinutilmo ended his madness. That is not who we are anymore.
Corellania Crypt lies south of Sunport. Take someone along to help you. Scordo should do. And
potency, aspect, or essence. Good find. Imagine the fine attire you might make with that.
No questions, only gold and wares.
Approach, Featherless. You will not regret it. But if you do, take your complaints elsewhere. Elsewhere! To leave This one keeps you asleep.
Who might we aid today?